Keeping your installation of Linux up to date doesn't have to be hard, but you need to know what steps to take. In this side quest in our C# on Linux series, we're going to look at both the command line and GUI ways of updating our packages on Linux. Now, this video is part of a series dedicated to developing C# applications on Linux, and along the way, we're getting a better knowledge of how Linux works and how to make our apps truly cross-platform. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel to stay informed of new episodes as they come out. And if you're looking for even more .NET, SQL, and even AI training, go to iamtimcorey.com. So what we're going to do is we're going to update our Linux installation. Yes, right out of the box, it kind of needs some updates. And in fact, you may notice down here in the lower right-hand corner, it looks kind of like the Windows Update icon. And if you click it, it says, hey, you have some updates. Now, we don't have a local mirror, so we're going to say no to that. But it says we have 23 updates to do, and we could just say in select all and then install updates, or just install updates. I believe they're all selected already. But if you look, you can see, well, this is Microsoft Edge. There's a new version of it. And then we've got things like libssh. And then we have, there's Firefox in here, there's curl in here, and more. So this is all the updates on our Linux PC that we need to do. But you may have seen another way of doing this. And in this case, we go to the command line, and we'd say something like sudo, which sudo, if you're not familiar, sudo is basically saying, hey, let's give ourselves admin permissions, because by default, we don't operate as an admin. So sudo, we're going to say apt, which is our application installer, our default one, our typical one. And then we're going to say update. So sudo apt update. Now, it's going to ask my password because I have to tell it that, yes, I am me. And it's going to look for all the packages. But be careful here, because you may say, oh, I just updated all my packages. No, you did not. What you did was you updated apt to go find all the latest information about all your packages. And what it came back with is it said that 79 packages can be upgraded. So you can say apt list upgradable to see which packages are going to be upgraded. Now, if you look at these two side by side, what you'll see is that we have 23 updates over here on the right and 79 on the left. You may say, well, this must be different things. And the answer is no, they're not. It's the same system, just a different way of counting things. So when we're doing an apt upgrade, which is where we actually upgrade our packages on the left here, the command line, or using Update Manager on the right, they're pretty much the same thing. Now, there are some differences. For example, on the left, in the command line, if you wanted to, you'd want to do a sudo apt upgrade. So let's just type it out here, sudo apt upgrade. Notice upgrade versus update. Upgrade after you do the update, because the update first gets the latest information. Upgrade will then actually change the packages. It will download the new versions and update them. However, that doesn't do everything. You want to do this first, but then when you're done this, then you want to come back and run sudo apt full upgrade. And that will update things that might upgrade your kernel or your actual operating system or other major things. Over here on the left, if there are those changes, they'll be in this list, and this will do the full upgrade, but there are some safety valves in place in the GUI version of it. You have more control in the command line. Now, why am I showing you both ways of doing this? Because when you watch somebody else's video or you see somebody else doing an update, you may go, wait, I have to use the command line? I don't like the command line. Now, I would encourage you to get to know the command line because you can script things a whole lot easier. And we're developers. We want to be able to run things automatically, create a script that can run these tasks for us. Because you want to do this probably once a week or so. But if you're more comfortable with GUI, you really just want to have a GUI for it, the Update Manager is here, and you can just say install updates as well. Both will work, but you may see people doing it another way and think, oh, I have to do it one way versus the other. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and use the GUI version for now. So I'm going to hit update, and it's going to ask for my password. So I get my password, and now it's going to install those packages. Now, once it's done, what we'll do is we're going to clear the screen on the left here in our terminal, and then we'll again ask for, hey, do you have any updates? Meaning, are there any packages that need to be updated? Just so we can see that, yes, it's updating the packages in the update manager. It's the same packages as the sudo apt update command line. Okay, so this is going to install a bunch of changes. If you want to see what's actually happening, you can do that. But lots of changes, basically just getting the updates done. Now, I do want to point out that if you have used another package manager, for example, Flatpak. So if we were to, let's clear the screen here. If we were to say, I think it's list, Flatpak list. Yeah. So Flatpak list would give me all of the items that are installed via Flatpak. Now, if I had installed things this way, and this seems to be done, it's now checking for updates. If I installed things via Flatpak, I would say Flatpak update. Now, it's nothing to do because there's no items in the list. Okay, so let's refresh this. It's checking for updates. Wait for it to be done. All right. While we're doing that, let's do our clear here, and we'll do a sudo apt update. Okay, and all packages are up to date. So the update manager, which is taking a bit of time to refresh, but over here on the left, we have the apt update, which says, hey, you're good to go. So that's how you do updates on Linux. Again, just once a week or so, do your updates. Yes, you can check to say, hey, I don't want to update that. The other thing you can do, though, is you can look at the updates and go, I didn't know I had that installed. Maybe, now we have Edge installed. Maybe you go, I didn't want Firefox installed. Now I encourage you to have 2 browsers installed. But maybe you didn't want to have that installed. And when you see the update for it, you go, oh, that reminds me, that's installed and I can get rid of it. So we can close that out because it's done. But that's how you can check what's installed and then update all of them at once if you want, or update parts of them. So that's it. Real quick, I just want to make sure that we are on the same page about how to keep our installation of Linux up to date. Again, if you're going to use the command line, it's apt update and apt upgrade, and then apt full upgrade, as opposed to just saying update in the update manager. And if you need to go back to that, you can search for update manager and open back up this way. Okay, and we're up to date. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. And as always, I am Tim Corey.